All right, welcome back. My name's Seth. This is my 79 Big 10, and this is the project, Big 10 Builds. Today, or at least in this video, we are going to replace the steering. That means new linkages, new steering box, new steering shaft. So what I decided to do, this box was leaking a little bit, but being that it's one of those while I'm here problems, all this is out. It will never be this easy to replace any of this. So I went ahead and ordered new linkages. I got a new steering box that has a better ratio, so it'll handle more like a newer truck. And then I have I got a steering shaft that has the universal linkage at the end, so I'm going to be eliminating this rag joint. So we are currently waiting on some parts for steering and suspension. You'll notice suspension is halfway done. You probably have seen that in the previous video if you watched it. We pressed pause on that so we could work on this, utilizing all the time I have. I don't like hopping around between projects because that's how mistakes are made. However, you got to do what you got to do. So first step is going to be I'm going to remove all the linkages. I'm going to leave the box on for now, and I'm going to leave the pitman arm on the steering box. And then I'm just going to remove the linkages, and that way I can get those at least as close as possible to stock with the new linkages. I'm going to clean up and paint the central bar here, and I kind of want to paint it to match either the engine or the sway bar I'm getting. So the sway bar is going to be red. My engine is blue. I could paint that white, red, white, and blue. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But step one, get the linkages off so we can clean and paint that central bar, get the new linkages to match, and then start working on the steering box. So let's get to it. All right, so that came out surprisingly easy, which I'm thankful for. So now I can make sure I clean up these burrs before I put the new stuff on. Now I can get the idler arm off, tie rods off, clean this up and paint it, and then match the new tie rods to these, and keep moving. I'm gonna work on getting the steering box off as well. So weather's nice right now. I'm gonna keep taking advantage of it and keep rolling. Hopefully we'll have new linkages on sooner than later. So let's keep rolling. Quick update here. I got the steering box on, and I pulled this out of the box and saw how shiny and nice it was, and I got excited, and I forgot to record putting it on, but nothing special about that. It's just 4 bolts went in. I did, however, I upgraded the hardware. I went to Lowe's and found some grade 8 bolts, and because the bolts I had were probably fine, I mean they're steel, but the lock rings were flattened out on these, so they were no good. So I had to go get new lock washers, and so I figured why not spend the extra $5 and get new hardware. They did not have the 2 1/4 bolt for the longer one here. So I just got a 2-inch and a 2.5, and I went with the longer one, or the shorter one with the 2-inch. Reuse that spacer back there. That's for that bottom spot in the frame, so to prevent it from cracking. Which I'm fortunate there was no cracking on my frame. I know that's a common problem with these. But yeah, so I got this on. I will note, I'm not there yet, but I knew I did not have the right size socket for this pitman arm nut here, and I took it with me to the stores, and the Google Webs said that this socket size is 1 5/16, but the only one I could find was a 12-point socket, and it seemed too big. And then I found a 32 millimeter socket that fit, but it wouldn't go all the way in. And I noticed on my nut that there was actually an imperfection on it, so it wasn't completely flat on one of the sides. So there was like a little knurl, a little like bump on it. So I put it in my vise, and I got my angle grinder, and I flattened it out, and it works great. So pro tip, if you get one of these and you can't find a socket to fit, take a closer look at your nut and see if it has an imperfection on it, because mine did, and it would not fit at all, and you do not want to round that bad boy out. So this is installed. I twerked it down to 65 foot-pounds all around, and now I'm waiting on the Summit ferry to get here with my steering shaft. But I'm probably going to keep working and get the linkages on and go from there. So we're going to keep moving. Okay, so I have my pitman arm on here now, and what I've done is I put it on by hand, and it's got the 4 matching splines, so there's 12, 3, 6, and 9, and I put it on and I rotated it by hand to make sure that I was centered, that the steering box was centered. So it's 1.5 turns this way, 1.5 turns that way, and so I came back to center, and so I made sure that my pitman arm was centered on the box. So that's all I've done, and now I'm about to use this ever tough socket to push this thing on, and then I think this torques to, I have to look it up, it torques to like 200 foot-pounds or something crazy like that. That's a lot of torques. So that's what we're going to do. Again, you can turn this by hand. I don't want to turn it by hand too much because I don't like it dry, but yeah, I centered it. Gonna get this on, and then probably go ahead and put on the rest of the linkages, or at least the central linkage. I might leave the tie rods off just so they're not hanging, or I could strap them up again. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But this is what's about to happen. I'm going to time lapse some of this, and we'll come back and talk about it. All right, I am ready to wrap this project up. I started this project, was kind of dual projects, the steering and the suspension. I started them in December, and it is now March. So combination of holidays, weather, work, and I bought an 83 Suburban that needed steering fixed when I knew that when I bought it. And so I bought the same steering gear and used the steering shaft that I had purchased for this truck on that. So I had to order another one of these. That was good though, because I was able to kind of learn from some mistakes on that truck and kind of fixing steer. So I didn't paint the steering shaft when I put it on the Suburban, and it's already rusted. So it reminded me that I needed to paint these. So I have painted the joints and the shaft itself black to match all the other shiny black bits in the engine bay, and we're going to put it together, and this will be officially done. The steering and suspension will be done beyond the final torque and grease. I'm gonna wait till I get the engine back in and get it all down, torque it, put the grease in it. But feels good to wrap up another project, and we're getting closer and closer to getting the engine back in, which sounds like a crazy thing, but it's coming. I just need to reseal some things on the transmission, put it together, put it in. So, it's going to take longer than 20 minutes to do it, but we're close. We're getting close. I'm excited. So, going to throw this on, call this one done, and then hopefully in the next video, we'll be putting the engine back in the truck. So, we'll see how that goes. I might find another project to fill my time. So, enjoy the time lapse of me screwing things on. Oh, another thing that took a while was this was crushed. So whoever had serviced this at one point in time had over tightened it, and so it basically mushroomed it out. So the joint, the U joint would not fit on the steering column, and I was really confused when I tried to put it together, because I thought, hey, I'll finish this really quick. Nope. So I had to sand that down pretty aggressively to allow it to fit, which you're not supposed to sand those down, but I didn't do it. I very slowly took material off, but now it fits. I'm going to have this thing Loctited on there eventually anyways. It's not going to go anywhere. So all that to say, it's about to be done. We're going to move on to the next project, and I'm excited to get closer to the day that I can actually crank this thing. So stay tuned for that, and enjoy watching me finish this project.